Welcome to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a certified financial fiduciary and a no-market risk retirement and income specialist, and the owner of SafeMoneyRetirement.com, primarily serving Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia. But he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies. And now, here to talk with you about no market risk retirement planning, your host, Tim Wood.
Welcome to Safe Money Retirement Radio. I'm Tim Wood, an asset and retirement protection specialist. As many of you know and have heard me talk about before, on December 29th, 2022, the Secure Act 2.0 was signed into law by President Biden. Now, some call this the son of Secure, and it's not quite the game changer the original Secure Act was, but there are many new provisions in this act, and I am still constantly getting questions about that. So I wanted to address that with my listeners today and go over again some of the big changes. A lot of these are in force now. I'll tell you what's in force now and what's coming in the future. The first thing, and this is the biggest thing this changed, RMD age, that required minimum distribution, that money that you know you have to take out of your retirement accounts. It was 72. It now immediately is 73 effective now. And that age is going to increase again to 75 on January 1st of 2033. So you can do the math, and if you're going to be 75 or older January 1st of 2033 or later, then your RMD age is 75. Otherwise, it's 73. If you were already taking it, you still have to take it. There are no changes there whatsoever. Now, a couple other different things. QCDs were expanded. Now, what's a QCD? A QCD is a qualified charitable distribution. Now, there's always been an annual limit of $100,000 on QCDs, and that's still there. This is not in addition to that maximum. What they're giving you with this is they're actually giving you a $50,000 amount one time. You can only do it one time. It's not an annual thing. And you can make that $50,000 qualified charitable distribution, again, QCD, to a charitable gift annuity, a charitable remainder unit trust, or a charitable remainder annuity trust. So it's just a new thing that you can do with QCDs for those of you out there that are doing that. They're allowing larger qualified longevity annuity contracts, 25% increase in that. So that's now up to $200,000. That doesn't really relate to a lot of my clients, but every once in a while it does. Also, I actually kind of almost want to call it Rothomania is here, because a lot of people were talking about, we don't know if the Roths are going to be around or what's going on with them. I'm telling you, they made it much easier. Basically starting this year, both SEP and simple IRA plans can allow Roth contributions. And also these plans, they didn't touch doing what some people call the backdoor Roth or the Roth conversions. That is still viable, still the same as it was. They didn't touch it. All this is saying is they're actually almost doubling down on Roth. Now, like I said, I've heard a lot of people say, well, I don't know if the government is still going to like Roth moving forward. But let me tell you, I don't see them doing anything with it, really. Because what does a Roth do? If you were in government and you're thinking about it, a Roth actually gets you your tax money right now, because you're paying the taxes up front, whether you're contributing and paying the taxes now, or whether you're converting a 401k or a TSP or an IRA or whatever, and you're paying the taxes, you're paying it now. They're getting the money now. They love these things. So that's one of the reasons that Roths continue to be so popular right now, because people are wanting to take advantage of the historically low tax rates that we're at right now, not knowing where those tax rates are going to go in the future. And speaking of tax rates and saving and retirement accounts, if you don't already have your copy of my book, please let me send you a copy. It's going to explain a lot of these things. It's completely updated with all of this Secure 2.0 information. You can get your own copy absolutely free. Just give us a call, 844-905-SAFE. I'll send it out to you along with one of my Safe Money Retirement Kits. It's got a bunch of different articles and information about my company so you can learn who we are and what we stand for. So again, we'll send it to you absolutely free. Just give us a call, 844-905-7233. Now, there's still a few more differences, a few more things that have happened in Secure 2.0 that I want to go over. Number one, rollovers from 529 plans to Roth IRAs are available starting next year. So it allows rollovers from 529 plans to Roth IRAs starting next year. So what the heck does that mean? Well, if you didn't have a child that was in school or you didn't do it yourself, then you don't know what that is. But if you do, basically, here's what happens. Did the beneficiary of a 529 account decide not to go to college, and now there are funds just sitting in that account? If you had concerns about what to do with the funds left over, this may be a good strategy to employ. Basically, leftover 529 funds can now be rolled over into a Roth IRA in the name of the 529 beneficiary. Now, there's some restrictions. For example, the 529 must have been in place for at least 15 years, and annual rollovers cannot exceed the annual Roth IRA contribution limit. And there's a total lifetime rollover that cannot exceed $35,000. But it's still a really cool new benefit that they're allowing. They're also allowing what some of you are familiar with called catch-up contributions. When you reach a certain age, the government lets you put a little bit more into your retirement accounts if you want. And essentially what they're doing is they're actually increasing that, but just for specific ages, literally ages 60, 61, 62, and 63. They will be eligible to make larger catch-up contributions to their work plans. That starts the beginning of next year. So that's going to be available at the beginning of 2024. There's also more simple IRA contributions that you can do. It basically brings new opportunities for small businesses. There's some different things there. We can talk individually if anybody has a business and wants questions about that answered. There's also now no lifetime RMDs for Roth plans. Now, a lot of people think, well, a Roth plan, why would it have an RMD? It depends. Only specific types of Roth plans did, but even this year, because this doesn't go into effect until 2024, your Roth plan this year, if it's still with an employer and you get to RMD age, you have to do RMDs, even though you're not going to pay taxes on any of it. Well, that was a crazy law, and that goes away starting in 2024. There will no longer be any RMDs on Roth plans at all across the board. So they simplified that. Believe it or not, the government actually simplified something. They also, another big change, they expanded exceptions to the 10% early distribution penalty. Now, most of y'all out there know if you take money out of your retirement account before 59 and a half, they're going to hit you with a major penalty. So most people don't want to do that. And I agree in most cases. But they just have, and there's actually a pretty good list here. I can't go through all of them. But there's a lot of things like a financial emergency, domestic abuse, terminal illness, emergency. There's a bunch of different things. Like I said, don't have time to read all of them. But basically what they did was they added a bunch of extra exceptions to that 10%, essentially to give you ways to get to the 10% if there's emergency things that happen and you need to get access to that money. So that's a good thing. There's also been a couple of different changes in the RMD penalties. RMDs used to have the highest penalty of anything in the entire tax code. It used to be 50%. Well, effective immediately, that now is down to 25% if you don't take your RMDs. And then if you take care of those in what they call a quote-unquote timely manner, which in real words means 24 months. So if you take care of them within 24 months, then the penalty is reduced all the way down to 10%. Now, of course, you don't want to pay any penalty, but 10% is sure a heck of a lot better than 50 because before it was 50 and there's nothing we could do about it. Anyway, those are a lot of the changes. There are more. There's a total of 92 changes in Secure 2.0 that just started this year. If anyone has any questions, please give me a call. I would be happy to answer them and make sure you understand all of how this new Secure 2.0, the Son of Secure, works and how it's going to affect your retirement account. And again, if you don't already have your copy of my book, Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success, please give us a call and let us send you one. It's going to answer a ton of questions for you and help you make a solid plan you can count on. You can get one by calling 844-905-SAFE. Just let us know that you want your own copy of Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success when you call. We'll send you a copy, no obligation, no cost. Again, that number, 844-905-7233. Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to Safe Money Retirement Radio. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market risk. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood, reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe with locked-in returns that will never go down due to market risk, so you can have the future that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your free copy of his #1 best-selling book, Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success, along with the free Safe Money Retirement Information Kit at 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. Or visit him online for more details at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.
There is nothing quite as wonderful as money.
Safe Money.
There is nothing quite as beautiful as cash.
Retirement Radio.
We've got to have money.
Have you recently changed jobs and now you have a 401k or another retirement account you don't want to expose to the risk of market loss? You have worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Since you will probably start another retirement account at your new job, why not ensure your old account provides you principal protection, the opportunity to participate in the market with locked-in accumulation, and a guaranteed lifetime income? We can help you roll over the retirement account from your previous employer and identify products that provide the potential of index-linked credited interest while limiting market risk. Did you know that if you're age 59 and a half, you may be able to move money out of your employer plan even if you're still working there? Call us now and ask about bonus options on your retirement money with a fixed indexed annuity. Imagine putting your money on an elevator that only goes up. It might stop on a few floors along the way when the market index goes down, but you won't go back to visit the lower floors. Our phone number is 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. You can get your complimentary Safe Money Retirement Information Kit by calling us now. That number again is 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233.